The pick is in.
With the 63rd pick, the Kansas City Chiefs select Omar Norman-Lott, defensive tackle out of Tennessee. Let's bring in Locked On Chiefs host Chris Clark. And Chris, Norman-Lott is known for exploding off the ball, getting under O linemen, and really driving them into the backfield. But what's the thing that makes him special for you?
I think the thing that I'm looking at when you get this pick is you look at what Ryan and I talked about the entire draft preseason. Chiefs need defensive tackles. They need multiple defensive tackles, and they need a guy that can get after the passer. That's exactly what they're getting with Omar Norman-Lott. Love this pick for them, and they have filled their two biggest needs the first two picks of the draft.
And you absolutely have to like that and you got to stick with your identity. Like whatever you have the need for, whatever works for you, you absolutely want to kind of stick to the identity of the Kansas City Chiefs. And he's one of those guys where maybe kind of sneaky good, somehow the Kansas City Chiefs are able to get him low in that lower tier, if you will. But for you, obviously, there's going to be a need. And for the Kansas City Chiefs, there's going to be a need for him to contribute from day one, Chris. So what do you need to see sort of in training camp and maybe in those preseason games to feel like, hey, Norman-Lott is where he needs to be and he's ready to contribute day one?
The biggest thing for him to contribute day one is to work on his pad level and work on his run fits. If he can get that down, he'll be able to step in day one on the defense. And I know a lot of people want to talk about rushing the passer, and that's important, especially when you're talking about interior pass rush. You absolutely need it. But if you are always out of position on running plays, you're not going to get many snaps because they can't afford to have you get blown out on multiple plays and just let runs come up right up your hole. So that's the big thing on that is if he can figure that out, if he can get his pad level down and he can get his technique down a little bit better, he'll be in a position where he could maybe even start week one.
Okay. Appreciate you, Chris. And for continuing coverage of the Chiefs, subscribe to Locked On Chiefs wherever you get your podcasts.